Hey there. Well, as I promised, I'm back with part 2 of our amazing trip to Italy. Part 1 was all about Venice, about the town, about the city, about the history, about the culture, about walking around this amazing, amazing city with a camera in hand and taking in the light, the buildings, the architecture, the canals, just the whole milieu that is Venice. So if you haven't had a chance to really check it out, I'll leave a link up top and go see it. I know you'll enjoy it. And for this video, we're going to talk about the second part of our trip, where we headed up to the northern Alps of Italy. We met up with our Backroads team and got ready to get on our bikes to travel throughout the Alps, the beautiful Dolomites, and even up through the border of Austria. Now, Backroads is an amazing travel adventure company. It's headed by a guy by the name of Tom Hale, whose philosophy is to make sure everybody has a good time, to make sure that everybody of all different levels and ages can enjoy the outdoors, can enjoy nature, and can be immersed in the cultures of the places they've chosen to visit. And that's why I love this company so much. Now, I'm not getting paid for this video. I'm not getting paid to say this at all, although this was our 5th adventure with Backroads. And Tom, if you're listening, I think we're owed a little present for our 5th trip. But anyway, it was a great trip. I hope you'll join me. Stick around for the whole video. Like, subscribe, ring the bell so that you can get alerts for the next video. And come along on this trip where we enjoy people, we enjoy history, we enjoy culture, and I enjoy just physically getting out there in the world. Let's do this. Carrying a camera on a bike is no easy task. You have to think about safety. Obviously, you don't want the camera getting in your way. You don't want any of the controls, in this case for my drone or the Insta360, to get in the way of my maneuvering the bike in any way. You don't want anything in your ears because you need to hear the traffic, you need to hear the signals. But I was able to figure it out. So as you can see here, I had a blast. It was fun. It really didn't add to my weight from the standpoint of feeling off balance at all. I felt safe at all times, and I was able to carry all the things I needed to make this film. Just incredible. This setup for me has been working perfectly. I have my controller for my drone right here. I have my GPS sitting there. My phone popped on there. I have a controller for my Insta360, which you're seeing me, viewing me right now. And my backpack holding my camera, so I can stop and take pictures, and then pull my drone out from the back. Wow. I feel like Dick Van Dyke on the Mary Poppins with all those instruments on them. But it works. It just works. And although I'm carrying a lot of weight, I really don't feel it. The cottoncarrier is ergonomically perfect. And what's really cool is I'm getting navigation signals through my glasses. So I don't really have to look as much down at the GPS to know where we're going. Since this is about a 50-mile ride today from Italy to Austria, and we will be crossing the border from Italy soon into Austria. So I can just relax and enjoy. Well, after a 3.5-hour ride from Venice to the town of Bolzano, we settled into our hotel to get ready for the first day of biking. Known as the gateway to the Dolomites, Bolzano is also home to one of Europe's oldest mummies, Otzi, the Iceman, discovered in a glacier which we would be riding to the next day. Our hotel wasn't what you might call in the scenic part of town, but despite this, nature always has a way of making things right. The next day we met up with our group, our backroads leaders, set up our bikes, and had our mandatory safety lecture. And then we started the fabulous ride from Bolzano to Merano. From Bolzano, the road winded gently into the Adige Valley, a land sculpted by vineyards and orchards. The Adige, Italy's second longest river, flows beside us the whole way, and I get a chance to take in the fresh mountain air, to get familiar with my bike, and to take turns getting to know some of my new backroads friends. While I stopped to take some pictures, I soon realized that my normal process of composing a shot, waiting for the perfect light, or capturing a scene would be, well, a lot more difficult than I expected. I was torn between the sheer enjoyment of riding and experiencing the open road versus stopping to set up a composition. But as the week progressed, I found it much easier to enjoy the scenery, remain observant for spontaneous compositions, and I got more relaxed about the whole process itself. Woohoo! Hey! That was lovely.
See?
That's
oh, man. Bam.
After an incredible lunch at a local centuries-old lodge, we hit our first climb towards Castel Verruca. As we climbed, the valley opened up below, a living canvas of agriculture, history, and movement. The mountains stood sentinel above us, and, well, it was just the first day, and this trip was delivering not only scenery, but stories etched into castle stones and vineyard rows. That night, after a great swim in the beautiful pool at our local hotel in Merano, we took a walk as a group down to the town of Merano, a beautiful medieval town with cobblestones, a beautiful river flowing right through it coming down from the mountains, and we stepped into a little cottage which turned out to be a Michelin star restaurant. After a 7-course meal, we could barely move. We made our way back to the hotel, hit the hay, slept like a log, and woke the next day for another adventure.
Body is now in Bolzano. His name is Ozzy. Did you hear about the Iceman?
Ozzy.
Yes. So the Iceman is there in Bolzano. So this is a little story. And this valley is famous for Ozzy, but for many other things.
Day 2. We start our morning in Merano and make our way into the Venosta Valley. A group winds their way through beautiful, lush vineyards and apple orchards, and we get our first peek of the majestic snow-capped mountains of the Italian Alps. In Glurn, South Tyrolia's tiniest city, we make our way through cobblestone streets, defensive walls, and wooden shutters painted with centuries of style. The air is crisp, and the views are just spectacular. And as the scenery scrolls past, so do the orchards, castles, and soft silhouettes of the towering peaks. Today, we have to work for our lunch, and we make our way up a mountain to a medieval castle where we're greeted by a local baker and freshly baked bread just out of a centuries-old stone oven.
Buongiorno, buongiorno. Beautiful.
And they are baking bread.
Oh
for
my
us.
goodness. Buongiorno.
And the rye, the
Bellissimo.
bread comes from their farm. And the butter, of course, is from.
May I?
You have to.
Oh.
You have to. Please.
Beautiful.
Ciao.
This is the best appetizer you can have.
Aha.
Oh my God.
It's melted sound.
Perfecto.
Because the bread is still warm.
Perfecto.
Oh,
The bread is still.
butter. My favorite. It's really good butter.
The bread, well, that was just a tease for us. For as we entered these centuries-old castle walls, what awaited us was the most incredible pasta I've ever had. And to top it off, our chef couldn't let us go without hearing a Tyrolean rendition of Amazing Grace. I'm still smiling thinking about it. With some of the best pre-ride carb loading one could have, we headed back out onto the open roads. The landscape changes as we go from open fields and rows upon rows of vineyards to covered forests, and once again the cool rush of the glacial rivers besides us. I can't keep track of the amount of times we crossed the Adige River, but each bridge crossing was more thrilling than the last. Our afternoon destination, Forst Brewery, a South Tyrolean institution since 1857, where a cold brew becomes not just a reward, but a ritual. Proof that balance matters. Ride hard, rest well, and savor the view. We return back to the Hotel Mignon in Merano, where another savory Italian feast awaits, after which this night will be spent dreaming of snow-covered mountains, the cool breezes and rushing waters of the Adige, medieval nights, and the best tasting pasta in the world. The next day, we climb higher into the heart of the Eastern Alps. We start off in the morning in the Puster Valley, a land carved by glaciers, rivers, and stories older than roads.
I love these woods. They're so spectacular.
We enter the Lienz Canyon, narrow, shadowed, and dramatic. Awe doesn't always live in wide open views. Sometimes it's in the silence between canyon walls, in the rhythm of the breath and of the wheel.
It's beautiful.
It is. Maybe it's not super safe to fly the drone here.
No, I don't think so.
I crashed my drone 3 times before losing it into the river. I will show you the video later on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just so cool to have, you know, this beautiful nature, then amazing infrastructure and architecture, then old bridges.
This is the next level for us in Italy. This is the next level.
And the fact that they maintain these bike paths are just fabulous.
You don't know how many cyclists go through this bike path. There's a lot of tourism involved.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And you know,
You have infrastructure, so everybody comes here. For families, it's great.
yeah, I see
You can
people
ride
that
and
want
then take the train back. It's so easy.
That's what Brunner.
In the city center.
This is beautiful.
Nice, very, very Austrian, very German. No?
Ah, yeah. Love it.
This kind of construction here, you see, with the windows, very German.
Uh-huh.
We roll into Breck and then take a turn into the Arn Valley. Lush meadows, wooden barns, and the whisper of the Arn River beside us. The ride is smooth, the scenery grounding, and boy, what a view. This is the most incredible valley I have ever witnessed.
Wow. This is just more spectacular than ever. Look at this valley. Riding straight up towards the Swiss Alps.
We stop beneath the Castle Tolfers, a medieval stronghold that still watches the valley. Lunch is served under its gaze, rustic and relaxed. These are the meals that stay with you, not just for the taste, but for the company. After lunch, the road ascends again towards the Falls Plateau. We finished the day in Reischach, at the foot of the Kronplatz. One more ridge crossed, one more memory made.
Another beautiful day here in the valley. Oh, there's Alessandro from Backroads.
Today's ride begins gently, tracing the Lienz River beneath a canopy of forest light. The path is open, the air crisp, and far ahead, the Dolomites stand quietly, watching.
If I'm writing, I have my Meta AI glasses here, my Ray-Bans, that allows me to listen to music. But out here, I just want to hear the birds. I want to feel the wind rush by me. It is the most incredible way of improving anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress. Just getting out with nature and enjoying the world around us, taking it all in. putting all our worries behind us. And yes, we shouldn't forget some of the terrible things going on in the world. And we should work and strive to make the world a better place so that everybody can enjoy nature. But you need to take a break, turn off the news, go out wherever you may be, because the world is full of beautiful places, many in your own backyard.
As we roll closer to the Austrian border, the peaks begin to rise, bigger, bolder, more defined. The weather is perfect, and the rhythm of the ride draws me deeper into the moment. As a photographer, I'm always tuned to the play of light, the drama of shadow, the quiet geometry of the world unfolding before me. But on this ride, it's my other senses that come alive. The sound of cowbells echoing across the pastures. The sweet scent of honeysuckle and pine. The cool breath of glacial air rushing alongside me like an invisible companion. Even the hum of my tires feel like part of the landscape. And then, the hills. Ah yes, the hills. Alive with the sound of, well, okay, that's for another movie. We arrive in San Candido, framed by the jagged sexting group of the Dolomites. This town, also called Innerchen, is where Italian culture blends with mountain resolve. A gondola carries us into the sky toward a mountain hut nestled among the peaks. Up here, the world softens. The ride becomes more than a climb. It becomes a shared pause. Friends are just friends again. No rush, no rolls, just the joy of sharing something special.
Me too.
Oh, that was fun. Cowbells.
Cows. We're remarkable cows. And wherever we go, it's a magical show. That's right, we're cows. That's right, we're cows.
Lunch is simple, slow, sacred, and delicious. You don't just taste the view, you breathe it in. The Dolomites rise like a cathedral around us, and somehow the food, well, it just tastes brighter, lifted by the sun, the silence, and the joy that only nature can serve.
And we're off. Woo! Here we go. Yeehaw! Whoa!
We descend into the valley, rejoining the trail and drifting gently onward towards Austria. The border comes and goes without fanfare, seamless like a breath. The shift is quiet but real. And then Lienz welcomes us, with the Dolomites still standing watch. A timeless Austrian town tucked between two rivers offers rest and reflection for the next 2 nights. I know, even before we unpack, that our final days here are gonna be something special. The next morning I rise before sun, chasing a promise whispered by the mountains. And there it is, the peaks glowing with a soft, otherworldly light. And rosadira, from the ancient Latin word meaning to turn rosy. It's not just color, it's alchemy. When the Dolomites catch the low sun, they blush with pinks, golds, and violets. They say it's the soul of these mountains revealing itself. And in that stillness, well, I understand why. Later, Alessandra and I ride alongside the Isle River, our wheels tracing the rhythm of the water. We talk of these sunrises, of wonder, of why these slow journeys matter. There's joy in motion, yes, but also in the quiet moments that catch you by surprise.
Pink during sunrise and sunset.
Yeah.
It's called rosadira.
Rosadira.
Rosadira. Yeah.
And that means pink or
Basically means color of pink, yeah. And it's a word that is a local word and it doesn't happen all the time. But basically there is a legend associated with this rose because there are not that many mountains that color them rose when they're hit with sunrise and sunset.
right.
And I've seen it only once in 3 months that I worked here last year, so it's very rare.
Well,
But when it happens, it's incredible.
it's incredible.
Yeah,
You can't come here and not be inspired by somebody.
I agree with you.
Their life story, what they come back with.
Mm-hmm. Some people have fascinating life stories as well. Some are guides. Some were athletes when they were younger.
Yeah.
Some people have just come along to the place and found their partner. There is always something going on, and people have been so sweet to me, honestly. When I started this job, I didn't know what to expect in terms of people. And my expectations have been going through the roof, honestly.
That's
Reality is incredible.
Yeah. And people are good,
Yeah,
for the most part. They're good.
95%, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you bump into the 5%.
I'm
But-
sure you do.
but you have to focus on the 95%.
Yeah. Yes. My goodness, how beautiful.
I know.
I'm going to stop taking a picture.
Sounds good. See you soon.
A mid-morning stop in Matre brings a splash of local color and a much-needed dose of strong coffee.
Perfect.
From there, we ride toward a quiet Tyrolean farm where a picnic awaits. But first, we climb. The forest trail to Cals is, well, serene and steep. This alpine village rests in the shadow of Austria's tallest peak, the mighty Grossglockner. And the effort it takes to get there, well, it mirrors the awe you feel when you finally arrive. Halfway up, the mountain offers a gift, a majestic waterfall cascading through the trees, cooling us, lifting us, preparing us for, well, that final push. And as I near the top, well, the trail opens, and with it a vast, magnificent valley stretches out before me. In that moment, I understand exactly why I'm here. The joy of discovery, the healing beauty of nature, the crisp mountain air, the light, the silence. It's all a kind of remedy for the soul, a reminder of what matters most: joy, friends, family, and this incredible world we get to move through. Then there's the descent. Fast, fluid, freeing. I feel the need for speed.
Woo! Downhills are the best. Just like coming downhill after that long uphill climb. Woo! This is the best. Look at that river. Yeehaw!
A few more rolling hills, one last climb, and we reach our reward. Lunch is laid out at a private local farm. Rustic, simple, nourishing. The kind of meal that feels well earned by effort, by stillness, and by wonder.
There is a Dubai typical pastry.
Are you just showing or
You have to taste all of them. And the strawberry are fresh from the season from here, from Austria.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. Oh, very good. And salad. Yep, that sounds good.
On the ride back to Lienz, I get to share a quiet moment with Sarah, our third Backroads leader from the Basque country of Spain. We talk about the road behind us, the stories we gathered, and what it means to move through the world like this, one pedal stroke at a time.
So what's your favorite thing about being a guide at Backroads?
Oh, can you say music? How that sounds.
I think that makes sense to me. I can't believe, if I was your age, this would be what I'd be doing it too.
So yeah, I was a psychologist and it's something that consumed me. But come on, the world is so big, you need to go out there and discover, right?
Yeah. Where else have you been with Backroads?
I just started last
Oh,
year.
you just started?
Yeah, I got to Provence, France, and here, Dolomites.
Oh,
But now I'm going to Turin.
The Pyrenees.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they said Costa Brava, you know?
yeah,
There.
that's supposed to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Ah, you'll enjoy. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really cool job at the end.
And you meet so many people and you learn so many things.
Exactly. Like really, really good.
I love the downhills. Woohoo!
Our final day, we ride through the Drau Valley, meadows unfolding, forest groves whispering past, and the quiet elegance of Levant, where Gothic, Romanesque, and Baroque architecture stand together like a conversation across centuries. One last climb, and it's a special one. Tristacea Lake awaits, still, glassy, cradled in trees. This is where awe settles in, and silence takes the lead. Back in Lienz, the journey begins to land. We say goodbye to our guides, our fellow riders, but we don't leave empty. Because the Dolomites don't just give you memories, they leave you with something deeper. A stillness, a sense of wonder, and a quiet truth. The best journeys echo long after the pedals stop. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this journey. If you made it this far, thank you, truly. This video was, well, a labor of love and a tribute to the amazing friends made, the unforgettable moments shared with my Backroads team and my beautiful wife. If you feel inspired, leave a comment. I'd really love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe below. Until next time, and keep chasing the light, wonder, and the beauty that surrounds us.